I just spent a week with the 2017 Ford Fusion and overall have been very impressed with the vehicle. It's no surprise that it's one of the top selling vehicles in the United States, sitting in the number 7 slot for 2017. Ford has sold hundreds of thousands of these each year since it's been produced. It's a great car in general, but like any car, it's not perfect. And in this video, I want to talk about the 5 things that I don't like about the 2017 Ford Fusion. So the first thing I'm not crazy about on the Ford Fusion is the number of buttons. They are everywhere. Okay, so starting up here around the center screen, you've got 8 buttons here, you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 buttons there. You've got buttons here, you got dials, button, buttons. Okay, you got another dial here, a couple buttons. Steering wheel, buttons. Over here you got buttons here. It just seems to me like Ford could have consolidated all these buttons, done with a few less. I imagine if you get the higher or the more premium models of the Fusion that you get a center screen here that would incorporate some of these buttons. But really, just looking here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way through 9. You know, obviously it looks like this is for like placing phone calls or something, which I guess could be handy. But at the same time, when you're looking for something, it's just a little bit of a sea of buttons, and it'd be kind of nice if it was a little simplified. And so that's the first thing I'm not crazy about on the Fusion, is just the sheer number of buttons. Now the second thing that I'm not crazy about on the Fusion, and the whole button problem could be partially to blame because there's so many of them that they don't have space for a larger screen here. Now you've got a pretty tiny screen, which, you know, again, this is kind of the base model of the Fusion, and so that makes sense a little bit until you put the vehicle in reverse and you see the size of the backup camera. Now you can see here we've got a pretty clear view. Sometimes when it's a little sunnier it's hard to see, but when you're backing up, it's really not big enough. It'd be nice if they used a little more of this space to have a larger screen, give you a better view with that backup camera. It would make it a whole lot more functional and make the vehicle a lot safer if it was big enough that you could actually see the objects behind you. And so that's the number 2 thing that I'm not crazy about on the Fusion, is just the small size of that backup camera screen. So the third criticism that I have for the Ford Fusion is the size of the mirrors. Now on these side mirrors, they don't necessarily look tiny, but at the same time, they're just small enough that it's pretty hard when you're changing lanes or backing up to really get enough of a view. I already mentioned that the backup camera is really small, and so the size of this mirror makes it difficult to really get a good view when you're changing lanes or backing up. It'd be nice if it was a little bigger. To Ford's credit, they do have the little insert in that top left there, which is nice. It expands that view a little bit, gives you some additional visibility, but at the same time, I think they could have done a little better by giving us a bigger mirror. Part of it is probably that my perspective is off some because I've got an Audi Q5, which has ginormous mirrors to the point that they almost look kind of ridiculous. And then I've also got a Tacoma. Pickups in general have pretty big mirrors. They can get away with it. Obviously, Ford was trying to do it from a styling perspective. The smaller the mirror, the more attractive it is on the outside of the vehicle. So, you know, obviously anytime you try to accomplish one, you offset the other. Our Q5, you could argue that the mirror looks kind of ridiculous on there being so big, but at the same time, it's really nice when you're backing up or changing lanes to have plenty of visibility. From my perspective, safety would come ahead of the appearance, but you know, that's the direction that they obviously took. In my opinion, it should be a little bigger, so that's my third criticism of the Fusion, is just the small size of that mirror. So this specific model of the Fusion is actually the hybrid, and Ford offers a number of different engine possibilities. I would definitely recommend, if you're thinking about getting a Fusion, to seriously consider getting the hybrid model. This gets 43 miles per gallon in the city, 41 miles per gallon on the highway. That's more than double the gas mileage of the gas version of the Fusion. It also is better gas mileage than you get in the first generation of the Prius, and it's only a few miles per gallon off of the second generation of the Prius. And you're getting a mid-size sedan that looks a whole lot better than the Prius. And so, great option to consider if you're looking at getting a mid-size sedan and you'd like to have something that gets really good gas mileage. Now, as much as I like the hybrid system, and it's got some really interesting and unique features that are kind of fun, the fourth thing that I'm going to complain about on the Fusion is the efficiency leaves. Now, looking up here at the console, you can see over on the right-hand side, you've got efficiency leaves, and there's a little graphic that shows you a vine with some leaves on it. Now, the way that these work is the more efficiently you drive, the more lush your little bush is. And so it grows little leaves. And the less efficiently that you drive, the more you spend idling or accelerating hard, braking hard, those little leaves start to die. And they fall off the branch. And as you can see, we just lost a leaf there. Now, what's really frustrating about these leaves is they're disheartening. It's disheartening to lose leaves as you're driving along. And you know, you can change the graphic and go to something else. And it's kind of one of those love-hate things. It's kind of like when you're one of those drivers that stares at the gas mileage number the whole time you're driving, and then you get stuck in busy traffic and that number plummets. Same with these efficiency leaves. Sometimes you can't help it. If you're driving over a mountain pass or sitting in really bad traffic, you're not going to be able to drive efficiently and you're going to start losing leaves. And it's just one of those things that you kind of love and hate at the same time. And so for this video, since we're talking about things that we hate, I'm going to be placing that in the hate category, because anytime that I drive inefficiently, I lose these little leaves. And despite the fact that I'm driving a hybrid vehicle and in general getting pretty good gas mileage, if I'm not driving absolutely efficiently, if I try to have any fun at all, try to accelerate hard, try to drive fast, those little leaves are going to make me feel bad about that. And so for that reason, that is the number 4 thing that I don't care for on the Fusion, is those little efficiency leaves. The 5th thing that I'm not crazy about on the Fusion, and this is specific to the hybrid model, is cargo capacity. And that is a downside because the battery pack is taking up a lot of your cargo capacity area. Now, despite the fact that the Fusion is a very large vehicle, it's got a large wheelbase, and then in the back here, you can see you've got a pretty large area here for your trunk space. You jump into the back here, and you can see that because of the battery pack, which is placed right in here, it really limits your ability to put large bulky items into the trunk. You've still got, you know, fairly generous amount of cargo space overall, but anytime you've got some really large bulky object that you want to put in the trunk there, that's going to be a challenge with the Fusion hybrid. You know, obviously it's difficult to find somewhere to put those battery packs, and you know, you're always going to have trade-offs. So you get great gas mileage with the hybrid, but you miss out on the cargo capacity. And because of that, I'm giving the Fusion, specifically the hybrid, a markdown for not having a huge amount of cargo capacity with a hybrid battery. So in summary, those are the 5 things that I don't like about the 2017 Ford Fusion. Like I said, overall it's a great car. If you've got any comments or questions, leave them in the section below. For more videos on the 2017 Fusion, subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, thanks for watching.